Hi everybody, it's Lynn from Lynn's Crafts Designs. First of all, we got another altered bottle. Second of all, I'm going to do this one different. Sure, I hear you say. This is just a liquor bottle. I chose it because it's big. Now, it's got adhesive from the sticker. It's actually busted. It's apparently all on the inside, but anyway, I don't care. I'm gonna take, this is some packaging that I got out of the box that the glue came in. The 3D matte gel came in. It's just a heavier than tissue paper, but not brown craft paper. However you want to say that. It's like the stuff I don't even remember the name of the store. Either way. Alright, these are the Stamperia molds. The Maxi mold. Stamperia. Now these don't say on them what the mold actually is. But this is the one with this Octodiver Diver, however you want to say it. Alright, I poured that, and then I poured, this one is the Seahorse. And you can tell I poured these a long time ago. The polyurethane is already starting to yellow. But I poured this, I poured all of these others, so they're gonna make a showing too. But sorry about that. I thought we would maybe do these three. The others are way too big. But these three would go along with not sure there's gonna be enough room. Hey, since I don't really care what color they are or anything, this is Sculpey 3. I believe it said lime green. If I can get it open. Now, I don't know if this will be enough. I chose the Sculpey 3 because it's softer than the Primo. But I still want to condition it. A little Mod Podge. Never heard anything. Okay. Now, the one thing that nobody likes about these Stamperia molds is they have nothing to support them from underneath. This mold is very deep. So you would need support that was at least that deep. So the starfish over here, which is half of that, just wasn't a very well designed mold in my opinion. Okay. Let's see if we can do this with this. Palette knife. Voila. Okay, one. Now, demolding stuff out of these molds is also a bit of a trick. Because they're not silicone, and they're just a plastic, they don't demold as easy. You can and these molds weren't very clean, but anyway, there we go. Okay, now I've already glued these two extra big pieces down, just because the way that bottle indents, it was difficult to glue them down. This one actually needed cardboard behind it that you could glue to, because when you put the resin piece on there, it didn't touch anywhere. So, and then on the other side I just did the seahorse with this little shell. Green thing, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, so I'm just gonna carry on here. Now this one, if you put it on there just right, this flat area for the bottom, just because the way the back is shaped, that will let it stick to the bottle. Okay, then a little starfish. Now again, this is not, I'm gonna have to heat these with the heat gun to get them to relax a little bit to fit on the bottle. Okay, then up here, a little fish. Okay, then after we glue these down, I'm going to paint the whole bottle black. That will help facilitate the next step. Okay, then I've got some of these steampunk gears, and the reason why I want to paint it black first is so that it can be black behind the gears, so I don't have to worry about trying to get paint back there. And this is perfect. I've got a lot of these with the rings attached on them that typically don't get used very much. So I'm gonna put a few of those, and then like maybe like that, and maybe like that. I'm just gonna decorate it up a bit. Maybe like that, or like that. Anyway, I'm just gonna add some steampunkiness to the already steampunkiness it's got going on. Alright. Okay, sorry I jumped the gun and started painting it already with the black, but I did add a little bit of architectural detail to the top. Okay, now we still have more to do. I was thinking maybe put some bubbles coming up from the fish. And I did decide we're going to add some gears. Okay, I've just got a bag that I've collected over the years of several different collections. Some came from Amazon, some came from Temu. I even have some that came from either AliExpress or Wish. So I'm gonna get back to painting it black, and when I finish painting it black, I will come back. Okay, now I've glued on some gears and stuff all the way around. Not very many on this side, but okay. Now, these are from Folk Art. I got these over a year ago to do a review on. I did kind of an unboxing, but I'm not sure I ever did a proper review. This is the blue quartz. Treasure Gold blue quartz. This is the Color Shift Blue Flash and Blue Brilliant. That's all it says. And this is the Dragonfly Glaze. That is the blue, green, and gold. I'm going to start with the blue quartz. And I think just basically give it an all-over coat. Anytime you're working with metallic paint, you really want to shake it up thoroughly. That mica that's in the paint is going to settle. Even if it doesn't settle all the way out, it's going to settle. And it will make your paint different colors. Now, if that's something you want, you can go for it. What it does is it makes it... Okay, now I did go along on the background and put just a little bit of this color shift, which kind of color shifts to a violet. So, now I've got some of the metallic waxes. If you do not have the metallic waxes, don't worry. You can dry brush metallic acrylic paint just the same. Okay, so I've got the brushed iron and the old silver to start off with. Okay, so let's do a little of the brushed iron. I'm sorry, a little of the old silver. No, I really want to start with the brushed iron. Okay, and I'm just going to hit a few of the, what are these called? Gears. Okay, and then I'm going to get a little on the lid. Okay, now I'm going to go with the old silver. And I'm going to retouch a little bit on some of the ones I put the brushed iron on. Okay, but then I'm going to give a highlight to some of the tentacles. Sorry if y'all can't see. Okay, and a little bit of the brushed iron on these back tentacles, if you can say that. Okay. Okay, now this is the metallic and the rich copper. Now, depending on the day, especially here in Texas, your wax may be softer or not quite so soft. Okay. Sorry about that. The camera didn't have a problem this time. The operator did. I put the steampunk gears on. Maybe that was on camera. Maybe that was on film. Anyway. I put the dragonfly glaze on. That is a much finer glitter glaze than I expected. I only put it on the 3D details. Then, chain. I put some glass beads, this one here is an acrylic, but most of them are glass beads, so that they add weight. These are just two more of the steampunk gears. And I did add 2 strands on the one side, and then just 1 strand on the other. Okay, I also did put the UV resin dots for the bubbles. Okay, and I put that on 3 of the sides. I did not put any on this side, obviously, because there was no room. Okay. Alright. Sorry for laying it down, but that's the only way I can get it on camera until I take some photos at the end. This really was an experiment for me. First of all, it was products that I'd never used. I'd never used those folk art metallic paints in particular. The Treasure Gold line, I've never used those. The Color Shift also I'd never used, as well as the Dragonfly glaze. That's hard to say. But it really turned out better than I expected. I love how the blue background makes the whole thing look like it's got a patina on it. Oh, and I did splatter with the white paint. Sorry about that. It's one of those projects that really and truly several times I thought about ditching the video. Seriously. These mixed media projects always have an ugly stage, as I call it, but it's usually earlier on. And this one did too. But then it went through a second ugly stage after I had put the metallic waxes on. I really hated it. I really did not like it. But I just continued to push through and trust the process. You just gotta trust the process. And I fell in love with it all over again. So there it is. Like I said, I just want to thank y'all for watching. Sometimes we all just have to step out of our comfort zone. I stepped out of the polymer clay. I have to do that occasionally, just to keep my creativity going. You have to do something else. So that's why I do these mixed media projects. Sometimes they have polymer clay, sometimes they don't. This one actually had a little bit of polymer clay, but not much. The Nautilus shell here. This little bitty shell here. And then this, I'm sure it's a type of brain coral, but I actually like how that turned out, especially with the dragonfly glaze. Really nice. Alright. Now that I got the chain all tangled up and wrapped around. Okay. Now, for the third time, I want to thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe like everybody's video you watch. It doesn't cost you anything. All these videos are just showing you my process. Just showing you how I create this. Oh my lord, if y'all could see my craft room. Imagine 14 years worth of projects. Now, a lot of my jewelry and stuff like that is sold, so that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm mainly just talking about, well, my mixed media. It's everywhere. I have a wall of inspiration to my right. I have 3 shelves worth of inspiration in front of me. Plus, I have it hanging all over the walls. So, I'm sure this will go up there somewhere. Oh, goodness. Bye for now.